All right. We are back. I'm going to be doing a little bit of some more Star Fox Adventure tonight. Um, actually, part of the reason I didn't stream last night was it had been I installed Swiss on my GameCube. It must be like 2 years ago, maybe year and a half. But anyways, I was like, I need to update Swiss, and then when I was going to update it, it kind of broke it. So I think the main issue was when I was updating the Pico boot. I thought I might have not have had one of the wires secured enough, so I got the solder gun out, did a little bit of soldering, that didn't fix it. But the issue was I was uploading the wrong Pico Boot software. So I have a Pico Boot 1, I was uploading like the 2. But anyways, we got that working, so the GameCube is back up. And I did play some of this off stream too, so I've got further than where I just got to always played it for stream a couple days ago.
Wait for me.
All right, so
Slippy here. Got yourself stuck again?
gatekeepers open the vortex to the dark ice mines at that. All right, so I need to go to the air wing, it looks like. Let's get you all the way up in the blue mushrooms. I think that's what those blue orbs are. They're the fuel. Oh, so I can't. Oh, no, we can.
The Snowhorn tribes are in great danger. General Scales has enslaved them to work in the dark ice mine. If you can locate the gatekeeper's daughter, she will be able to help you. Free the Snowhorns by finding that spellstone. It's a
Fly through 3 gold rings to open the gatekeeper's force field.
Gatekeeper's force field. So I do like that you actually get to do some little Star Fox sections between like going to new areas. Hey Pixel, how you doing? I missed gold ring. Hey Shadow, good to see you. Ooh. So I wonder what happens if you. So do you just have to get 3 of these gold rings? It's weird. It's just a straight spin. You can't do like the. Oh no! All right, if you don't hold it in all the way, I'm taking so much damage. Holy cow! It's going good.
It did it, Fox! The force field is down! It's safe for you to land! Slippy out!
Oh, it's YouTube shows I'm still streaming Twin Snakes. I updated that. I must have not clicked save or something. Yeah, because I updated the title. Oh. says it's updated on my end. Let me check real quick. I wonder. Oh, my thumbnail. I made a thumbnail, right? Change. I thought I made a Star Fox thumbnail for. Let me really quick. Where do I have it saved at? Yeah, it's saved here. All right, that should fix it. Refresh. Yeah. Gotta say, I'm like, I thought I made a quick little thumbnail. Dark ice mines, and it's lava. I was expecting it to be like a underground type place. But yeah, if you just got here, I did play some of this off stream yesterday. I've definitely been enjoying it, and then part of the reason I didn't stream last night was I updated my Pico boot and Swiss on my GameCube because it had been like 2 or maybe even 3 years. And of course, then I broke it. But I got it working again. I think I was just uploading the wrong boot file for the Pico boot. Ooh, that hit me. Yeah, I noticed mine was like copyright 2023. And I was like, I should update it. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't booting because when I updated my Pico boot, I have a Pico boot 1, Raspberry Pi Pico boot 1, and there's a 2. I think I kept uploading the 2 file, not realizing I needed to do the 1. Yeah, I basically healed his bombs. I did like a lot of the stuff in the starting zone.
Fine.
Yeah, I need to try the. I think I want to try that on my other GameCube. But I like my main one because again, I have this actually on my SD card, but I'm playing it physical. I still like doing physical when I can. But essentially purely for the nostalgia. The inventory system in this game is just something else. All right, what do we unlock here? The shackle key. Just the weird animation every time he gets an item. I don't know. I guess that's simple. Hey, KP, how you doing? I almost have the notifications working with the Carl bot. They're close. Now it tags unknown user. You commented it without even watching? I know. I'm glad I finally got it. I want to keep doing some more work.
Thank you for releasing me. If you're heading down into the mine, then
The one
please
thing
look out for
I
Berlina Tay, the gatekeeper's daughter.
I didn't realize it until I
Didn't mean to
done
get us
all
into
the
this
filming
mess
for
by
my
telling Scales about the Spellstone. She did
footage
what
of
she thought
me,
was right. Please
which I
help
gotta
her.
get better at this. This is just kind of a lesson learned.
This might be of use
And
to you.
I've done this in the
I found
past,
it
but
while I was
when I did this
working.
video, when
It looked important,
I usually
so
do my
hid it from the
videos,
shop
I write a
clerks.
script, and depending on the video, sometimes I just write a script and then that's all I need, and I'll just essentially film the video, talk to the camera. But like writing the script kind of lays it out in my head. But like something longer like this, because that's a 52-minute video. Granted, maybe 30 of it is me speaking, but still that's a lot of speaking. I'll do a script, and you know, a lot of times I'll read it, and since I don't have a teleprompter, I'll read it and then say it to the camera, and then scroll through, read it, and then cut it up. But this time, which I like doing this, I did it all in bits. So like each section of me talking to this camera, I would read it, speak it to the camera, and every once in a while I'd glance down just if I was like, where did I go from here? And then I would end it. So I end up with like 20 or so like short segments, and then I just named them like part 1, part 2 for like GDI, and N1, N2, N3 for the nod sections. And that made the editing so much easier. Rather than having one long video, I kept trimming up, cutting, moving around. But the issue, and if I point this out, you'll probably notice it, was I would do my film sections. I should go full screen when I'm just talking like this. So I'll read real quick, then I would look over, hit start record, look at the camera, say my piece. And as soon as I got done saying my piece, I would look to the right and click stop record. And I need to make sure as soon as I'm done speaking, I just stare at the camera for a second or two. Because a couple of my bits, like I would say, yeah, Star Fox Adventures is a great game. And so you see me cutting my head a lot. So I tried to trim that out, and then of course I was trying to hide it in editing. There'd be some times where I would put a video over me turning my head so you wouldn't see it. But there's a few times where after I'm done talking, you kind of see me turn my head. So that drove me nuts, but I didn't notice it until like the very end. And I did it with almost every clip. And I was like, it's so much work to go back, film everything. And for me, it's not even just like the filming, because a lot of times I'm doing multiple takes to get it right. So it's like I would have to probably do multiple takes again. So, but there's a few other things I want to clean up with it too. I went through it a couple times. I did a couple revisions, clean it up, but it's one of those things I gotta just get the video out, or it's never gonna go out. But I'm happy with it. I shared it in some Discords. I shared it in the Pan Conquer subreddit. So hopefully it gets a little bit of traction. And yeah, I look forward to doing Red Alert here. Hopefully in a couple weeks I'll have that video out. I was in the middle of the video and I went into the shower and came on, the video was live. Ooh. Well, there's like apps and stuff for television. I just need to buy one. They aren't crazy, like $200-300. I just need to research to see like if I buy one, if it's a quality one. Oh yeah, I made sure I put a Dave clip. Wait, so do you have a monitor in front? No, yeah, I have my camera here, but like if I'm straight reading, you can tell. You know, this is like me if I was reading text on screen compared to this is me if I'm reading text on screen. And because the camera sits, the actual lens is probably about that high above the monitor. So if I have the text at the very top, you can kind of get away, especially if I get back a little bit. That'd be the other trick is, which I really don't, the space isn't good for. The other trick, if I want to go without teleprompter, is I have it on my computer auto scroll on, and I'm just back far enough where you can't tell the eye line, you know, there's enough distance. But for the most part, it's just easier for me to film from sitting. And partly because I don't have where my mic arm and stuff is, it just doesn't make sense to do it from standing. It looks amateur. You're not looking at the camera, it looks amateur. So Shadow, one thing I was like, there's no way this is good. So here, let me see if I can turn it on. This might break some stuff. So the camera I use, you know, it has camera software. I have like, will this? It's not gonna work right now because it is using my. So the issue I was having before, I told the computer not to use my camera in virtual mode, and it's not now, which is fine. But if I switch to virtual mode, which I don't think I can switch. So this was the last scene when it was in virtual mode. That's why it's like stuck like that. Yeah, I don't. I wish I could switch it easily. But anyways, NVIDIA, and it's built into the software, has AI eye contact. So it always has your eyes looking at the camera. So you can essentially like read the screen, but it always looks like you're looking at the camera. It looks so fucking bad. I wish I could. Let me switch to, I'll see. Deactivate when not showing. I might be able to get this switch over here shortly. All right, there we go. All right, are you ready for the shadow? This looks so bad. All right, turn it on. So, like, I'm looking at the camera. Right now, I'm looking at my monitor. But it'll keep trying to track like I'm looking at the or looking straight into the camera, and it looks so bad. It looks so uncanny. I'm like, who would use this? And then especially when it like breaks, like look at my eyes now. I'm looking at my other monitor and it's trying to make me look at the camera. It's so bad. You can almost get away with it if it almost works. Again, if I was just using the very top of my monitor, like I am right now, because it doesn't have to adjust too much. But as soon as I start looking like down, especially when it breaks, or it, like right now when it, even though I'm not looking at the camera, it really wants me to look at the camera. It's so bad. Yeah, it's just. I've seen everything in your soul. And then, oh, I just gotta turn on my virtual camera. There we go. Oh, but yeah, let's get back to Star Fox. I could look into DIY, but I'd want. I guess I don't know how to do. I'm sure I guess I haven't looked into it. Like using your phone, I would assume then you'd have to use your phone camera, which. Oh. I just need to pick one up, but it's one of those things like $200-300 is a good amount of money. It's not nothing by any means, but it's not like something I can't afford. It's just if I'm going to spend like $200 on something, I just want to make sure it is quality and is kind of doing what I want it to do. Let's just don't have kids. That's the one I went in. All right, let's see. What are these little lizard guys supposed to be? They just come out of the ground. All right, so it looks like there's like some type of cave system over here. I wonder, can I break those down later? It is dead. I wonder if you have to like burn that. Or are you able to get through that? No. I do like that this is only like highlighted when he's able to be used. Oh, did you hear that? I didn't hear that. Also, let me mute that tab.
I found your little device in San Francisco.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the hot one
The
again.
entire world and all of its history is mine to command and conquer.
And conquer.
Favor. Not enough of a favor getting you this job.
Oh boy. You guys are gonna break it. I don't.
Okay.
His name's Beef, and he's the favor. You mind keeping an eye out? Feel bad leaving him a Commander. I don't want anything.
I would literally let everyone here know that
Chaos is what's happening. No, I gotta. I'm trying to figure out how to set up the queue. I was talking to Dave about it. I need to ping him again because he is he's supposed to check his settings. Well, and the thing is, I have it set up where it should only play one video or audio at the time. But for some reason, it just still like plays them all.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
Maybe you're antiquated.
Where do I go from here? It has a good good wiki. It's just I found the wiki and it still just want. Do I have to like shoot these? But it's like I'm trying to do what it says it should prevent, and it's not. Because I don't have a gear, do I? Oh, I do have a gear. I mean, it's definitely not simple. because it is confusing. Like there's a lot to it, but I've been able to have success by if you just click the question mark, it takes you to the wiki, and the wiki does a pretty good job of describing what everything on that page does. But there's got to be something else, because I think what... Oh. Oh, come on. This guy's kicking my ass. Oh. Yeah, because it is set up for commands. Yeah, it has a command lock system. And I have it set up commands containing visual auto-based actions, sound overlay, except will share one lock.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
So, I don't know, maybe for some reason it doesn't understand those are video and audio, but... Oh, this guy's bigger. But he still seems just as easy. Oh my god, they're just beating the hell out of him.
We were conveniently luggage and all out and coordinated attack on all their airfields and missile bases. We'd stand a damn good chance of catching them with their pants down.
I just love his facial reaction. I don't like that you can't like really roll and parry out of their range or like from their attack. You almost have to just parry away.
I am forever in your debt. I see your little friend has yet to learn his flame command.
He looks so ashamed.
Go on, youngster. Give it a go.
Godzilla over here.
If I wasn't so exhausted, I could help you through the main gates. I need some food.
Yeah. Fox, settle down. I don't know why. Why this so hot is upset. Are the others?
Hello, Japan.
Yeah, I guess I don't know why that one.
Said something. Oh, he is in trouble. Oh, you going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, that is. Oh my God,
Hey,
this is
Elkie,
so
lock him
dumb.
in.
So dumb.
Gardner,
Why?
can he hang on?
No, this is over.
Hey, Elkie's got him. That's it. Shenye Elkie wins for the 20th.
What's the purpose of this little platform? It's like a symbol I don't have yet. I need to get some health going. Although he can do fire now. Can we catch like these little bushes on fire? No. What is there for you to burn? Or do I just jump down here?
The president's having a victory bash at the White House tonight, so I thought maybe you might...
Oh, he caught me on fire.
Commander? That wasn't supposed to happen. Professor! Doc! Yeah, you still have that time machine, right? Good. Could you send me back in time 2 hours? I don't think you got your timeline straight. Catch you on the replay?
I like how me and Vinny both are like, if we're gonna have a command that needs to be at least 30 seconds long. All right, there's some health. Oop, just got crushed. Oh, he burns those like logs. I think I know what you're. Oh. I'm assuming I don't drop down there. Who is this hucking these boulders? Ooh.
General.
Oh, he probably can burn this. Wait for me. Yeah, I was.
Favor. It's not enough of a favor getting you this job working with those stupid ass pieces of. Oh, who's this, huh? Who's this little guy?
Dig this
His
up.
name's Beef, and he's the favor. You mind keeping an eye out? I feel bad leaving him at home, but I don't want anything happening to him.
Robert, I would literally let everyone here melt in eternal hell, including you, before anything happens to this dog.
No, what's your name, little guy?
My name's Beef and I'm naked.
Oh, no, I refuse to believe that's what he sounds like.
How do I climb? Where do I go from here? You can't come up.
Excuse me, Robo. Any special message for all the kids watching at home?
Stay out of trouble.
The most RoboCop line ever. Yeah, there's nothing else in that little spot. So maybe I do drop down that pit, because I think once I'm down here, I can't get back up. Maybe not. We'll count that. You know what that means? That means we have a KFC flavored jelly bean. This should be sweet corn, the only one that's not awful. Compared to other two, this one is like terrific. Yeah, the air fried KFC. This boy got that air. Oh, I can just walk up here. This boy got that air fried KFC. I wish there's a little bit more to the combat. It's not awful, but it's just a tad too simple. God. Ah, I'm freaking burning myself. Yeah, I wonder why, like, why they even made those KFC ones. I wish, like, the rolling, like, not that it needs to be like Dark Souls level, but like you could like roll to dodge attacks and roll back into attack. For the most part, the combat is just like wait for them to miss or just hit them before they are blocking, and then just keep hitting them. Like you can, so far, it's like every guy I fight, you can like essentially stun lock. Like nothing else in here, but now we drop down. Ow, yeah, bastard. I assume I just push this in. Or no? Oh, we probably push the block back to escape that. Just the fire, yeah. It's like one of those carrots the mammoths like to eat. All right, there it goes. My mic's back up now. All right, here's a fire spot. All right, what was the purpose of this?
Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am insane. And maybe it's time for you to find out.
Eat more mushrooms. These little guys. It's back to like the crater. Come on, give me a little bit more health. Feel a little bit better. Ain't no beans coming in here, boy. Do I need to maybe give that one guy the carrot? Ow. You just back to napping?
I need some food.
Oh, yeah.
But in these parts, the alpine root only seems to grow in sheltered areas.
I had 2 of them. I wonder if I have to give them both.
Oh, I feel much better now. Get on my back. Let's smash those gates.
Ooh, we got another minigame thing. Oh, he's so slow. Smash in action. This is so slow. Yeah, that last one, the group ones, there's like 8 different laughs it can be. But that's from Summoner. I'm attacking the darkness. Alright, so I'm guessing that means he's gonna try and snipe us. He's so slow. So what does this mean? It's like I'm impervious up here. Guess I just have to get off him. There's Otacon's lady, not my lady. So I'm guessing I... So what's the secret here? I take him out with just the... These guys respawn so quick. This doesn't seem to hurt him. Oh, there's where I go.
Flame.
Oh, freaking the fire lasts so long. So I need to find 3 gears, it looks like. Yeah, you can stop spinning, I know. I know it's not gonna do anything. I also hate you have to like switch the inventory to open up stuff like that. It's just very archaic. We'll get him, Fox. Ow. The noises they make. Huh? This is gonna be like a little boss fight. I gotta take this out. This is so hard to aim. I'm assuming I have to hit that door. There we go. Oh, it's using my staff power, but you can find that power all over the place. Do I need to take them all out? But I might wonder if there's no point even going in there. Let's see. Looks like there's only one left though. All right. So good thing I did jump back on it. One of our gears. Just that has to do this every time. I'm really interested to know if I would, how much I'd be into this game if it wasn't Star Fox. Because I'll be frank, a big appeal of this to me is it is a Star Fox game. And not only that it's a Star Fox game, that it's such a weird game. They beat Metal Gear Solids. That's what we would need, is the next Metal Gear game to be turned into Star Fox. Where's he going? He's like, nope. Shit cold. What is that? I get a horn or something? Oh, I wonder if I get the horn to like call the mammoth over. Flame on. Alright, there's our 3 gears. I mean, this game, again, for being 2002, it's like, was his ear just like fluttering in the wind? Or maybe not. It looked like the wind caused the ear was fluttering, but I'm quite surprised with how good this game looks. Yeah, same for me, because I've always kind of thought about playing it. There's like those ones like the tack games or something. 'Cause there's like 3 of those, and they were for like all the systems. I know you have to find the right specific one. Yes, you do. I forget what they're called. I think there's another type of game like that too, but they're like platformers. Like Jack or something. As I was interested in playing them, but the same thing why like I never picked this up back then. I was just like, I want stuff with a lot of replay value. But yeah, for me, it's like my interest in playing it originally, and then part of it, like all my interest again, it's just a cool. It is a cool game once you actually start playing it. Jack, oh yeah, that's what it is. Do you not like them? I've never played them, so I don't know anything about them. But there's like 2, right? There's like the Jack games, and there's like another series very close like it. I could be wrong. But what's your trauma from the Jack games? Did you just like play and beat them and they just were a drag to get through, or absolutely horrible? Because there's 3 of them, right? I think all of them came out like on this gen. Because yeah, let me look. Not Ratchet and Clank. Because Jack games. No. Yeah, so I'm thinking attack. Here, I'll share my monitor real quick. So, these games. These were just ones I always remember seeing. Yeah, they were like on GameCube, PS2, and there was like but there's another game too that wasn't just these. There, GameCube. Because there, the Croc, was it the Croc games too? I thought there's a type of maybe it wasn't croc, but I thought there's like a lizard one too. Just seeing if anything pops out to me really quick. Gax, that's what it is. Or no? Was it this? Because I think it's another game that had like 3. TY. This is probably it. What I'm thinking of. Yeah, because there's 3 of them. Because I just remembered seeing, and this is probably why I was thinking there's a croc or something. It has one on the cover. Yeah, because I remember I seen this and seeing Tack. I always remember seeing Tack in the stores, but the art style, like this cover, I thought was hideous. Like as a kid, I was like, I'm never gonna try this. It might be a good game. It's probably a series I should try now, but. So, do you? Yeah, it's just a weird angle. And then the art style in general, it's just like not like the best looking art style in my opinion. What do I use here? Oh, there we go. I have a minute.
There's something near. There's something near.
Flame.
Oh, do you gotta catch all these on fire?
Flame. Flame. Flame.
There's burning through the mushrooms now. Boxes of the leap of faith. I seen like the sparkles, so it's like, oh, you probably can just run on this. What do we have here? Something for you to flame on?
Flame.
I got that horn thing. A dinosaur horn. I do like the, I don't know what you precisely call it, but the adventuring aspect of the exploration aspect of these zones are like, they're small, but they kind of feel large. and they're pretty like you get to a couple spots where like, oh, I need something here, but it's pretty easy to find what you need, pick it up. No, we're already full on both that stuff, but find what you need, pick it up, and just kind of how do I say that as I'm like, how do I get back to that spot I need to go to? And then continue on. Like you don't get like, oh yeah, is that if I climb up over here? Because it's like the one thing I don't like sometimes with some Metroidvania games or some Metroid games is where you get to like a new zone and there's like 20 things, like there's like 4 locked doors and you clearly need like an item for this and this, and that can sometimes be fun, but can sometimes be overwhelming where it's just like, I have like 8 paths to go, 7 of them are blocked, and it's this process of elimination. This you get to spot, there's like 2 or 3 paths, 1 or 2 of them are blocked, and then you can kind of move on. Honker Live and Reload, you know about the N64 prototype of this game? I do not. I know Shadow in my last stream was telling me it was originally developed for the 64. But that's all I know. I know originally it was not a Star Fox game. It was just a Rare game that they essentially pasted Star Fox onto. But I don't know like the long history of it. Since it's my first time playthrough, anytime I've seen a video come up about it, I've kind of not watched it just to not spoil myself. So he eats them as he walks over them. Oh, it leaked. That is cool. I'll have to look into that. I really like when stuff like that is like leaked or recovered. Was the character like still Fox back then, or was it a different character in that 64 version? He is so slow. It makes this part like so easy. Just because it's like, oh, like you don't, you have so much time to think about where you're gonna go and look for like the next carrot.
Tricky? Tricky!
Your friend will turn up. They usually do. Maybe I can.
We need to put out an Amber Alert. All right, looks like we need to break that gate open. Then probably just go get off of it. A lot darker. That'd be interesting too. Because you know, Star Fox 64, like it's not like a dark game, but it's like a more serious game than your typical Nintendo game. Knock him back into the fire. And that's something like back as a kid, I was bagging Nintendo toys too. It's like make not like even dark games, but the GameCube again was like my favorite console. I got it when I was like 12 or 13 was when I got my GameCube. And played it a lot. I think I had like 30 games for it, like when it came to like the end of life. But when it came to end of life, you know, like by the time the Wii came out, I was just turned 17. Yeah, because the Wii was November 06. So I just turned 17 in October. And by that time, I was just wanting more like, not dark, but, and when I say adult, like not like even adult theme, but just games that weren't so focused on kids. It's part of the reason I didn't play until late, like probably 06, maybe 07 even. I didn't play Paper Mario, but I love Paper Mario. I think that is like a great example of like a family, essentially, you know, a story that is for anyone. Like, I think it's hard for like a little kid to follow like the story of Paper Mario, but you know, it's not like adult, but it was like interesting enough that as like a 16-17-year-old kid, I was just like, this is so much more than what we usually get in a Nintendo game. Don't get your tail burn off. Oh, was I not supposed to? Oh, it looks like I go this route. Oh, this camera. The 64 is my favorite console, but the 6th gen, the one I grew up with the most. Yeah, we had a 64. We just never had a ton of games for it. And the 64 like was actually, part of it was because we got like a really nice Windows 98 computer like early on, and that's actually like when I first really got into PC gaming. Like the late 90s into basically I got my GameCube. I was doing a ton of PC gaming, and then once the GameCube came out, that became my big focus. I had friends and stuff that had like the Xbox and PS2, but I never owned them myself. But my opinion is soured on a couple years, which yeah, that I can definitely get that with. Yeah, I have some consoles I look back on and stuff has changed, but yeah, the GameCube for me, it's a lot of it is the nostalgia. A lot of times I play a GameCube and it just, I don't have any keys for this. A lot of these games just take me back to being like 14, 15. How do you get trapped in here? Banjo Kazooie. I think I had the second one. We had only one of the Banjo Kazooie games. Pretty sure it was the second. Are you able to get out? Yeah, so I never, one of my friends loved it like in college, like, so this was like way after, like 2008. But I remember as a kid, I never even tried PSO because we just had dial-up internet, and it's like, there's no way I can play this. But everyone I know who grew up playing PS Phantasy Star Online when it was like out and thriving, like loved it and has nothing but good things to say about playing that game. Yeah, I'm trying to think, what is my favorite 64 game? Oh, Star Fox is my favorite 64 game. Oh my, oh, that fire doesn't stop, does it? Star Fox, and then how do I get past this? How do I turn that off? Star Fox, I was a huge fan. We had why am I blanking on it? Rebel Assault, the Star Wars one for 64. I don't go that way. That's right, I can't climb this. I guess let's try and shoot this guy. Or it doesn't let me. But I don't think I can hit him when he's on there. I'm almost dead. I'm about to have to eat another jelly bean. Where do I go from here? Why am I blanking on this? I'm also thinking way too hard about my favorite games. Yeah, I was... that's a death.
Failure.
Oh, I can use one of those. We'll eat one of these KFC jelly beans again. I think we got lucky with sweet corn. Yep. At the time, Time Splitter's Future Perfect was probably my favorite GameCube game. Looking back now, what? Paper Mario's up there. The first Pikmin. I gotta get this on my teeth. We'll use one at least. We might as well. I don't think I can make that jump. There's gotta be more for me to do over here, right? Don't get crushed, Fox. It's like, where'd the... Oh, there's where I go. That's what I do. Got one of the two keys we need. Oh, I just got. At least that does not do as much damage as I thought it would. I know this is one of those games of if I had this as a kid, I would have played the hell out of it. I would have been obsessed with this. I can already tell. Because I'm such a sucker for just like adventures. And yeah, the fact that I passed on this game, I definitely wish I didn't. What's that, KP? So, do I just shoot this? You'll tell me later. Stop rotating it. Oh, it's that this opened up the first one. All right, so then we can go melt and get the other key. So what is, I guess I didn't realize there's two different cells. Oh, that's the princess or the daughter. Flame on. It's so weird that it's just he can breathe fire. I'm trying to think though, probably the game I put the most time on in GameCube. I played a ton of Madden 2005. A lot of Madden 2005. But I played a lot of Time Splitters. Big into Time Splitters. But probably what I put the most time into was The Sims 2. I got The Sims 2 on GameCube. The first Sims was one of the first games I got.
Who are you?
And then shortly Sims 2 came out, and holy cow, I put so much time in Sims 2. And I used to play it so much co-op with my couple of my friends. Just had so much fun just building a house and maxing our skills.
Sorry, Polina, but he feels you have betrayed the beliefs of the gatekeepers. We were only sent to find the spellstone.
Keep you locked up.
I had to save the tribe. If it wasn't for my father being a gatekeeper, none of this would have happened in the first place.
We pissed her off. Madden 05 was the one the first game I bought for my GameCube came with Sunshine. The first game I bought for it was Madden 2002.
Polina, are you there?
So like a year later I got Madden 05 for Christmas.
I'll meet you there.
But franchise mode I put a ton of time into. Same for the franchise mode of NHL 06. I just like making custom teams. I'd make all the players based off my friends and just play franchise mode like 5-6 seasons in. I like this music. Usually if there's one of those flying critters, there's more. This water seems like it should be freezing. It's doing damage to me. Can I drop down here? Climb up. Can you not climb up? All right, gotta find a way to get up above that. I assume I get up there, but there's something I'm missing. Can't climb up. Oh, I see the spot to climb right there. All right. Maybe. I'm about to die again and have to eat another frickin' jelly bean. Look at that. Well, I'm assuming because it's ice cold. Oh my god, I'm sliding.
Failure.
All right.
I have Boston creamed my face.
That's another sweet corn. No, this is not a sweet corn. This is the chicken, I think. I meant to respawn. I spawned it like in the same spot. Why do you even need those things? Oh my god. So gross. Oh, here we go. Probably still gotta come down that waterfall. I'm just running past you. Or I can't. There's one more there. Might be too far away. All right, where's this flying bugger? I missed that frickin' food. Swim, fox, swim. You better make this jump. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, there's one more. Does this just let me jump across to them? There you go. I think I'm with Dave. My favorite console is the PS1. So my innovative JRPGs. The funny thing is, I have a lot of good memories from the PS1 because my best friend at the time had one, and we used to play so many games for it. And he was so spoiled. He had like every freaking. He probably had like 100 or some games for it. My big thing is, even at the time, it's real hard for me to get over like early like 3D. Oh, no. Fucking. I just don't think it looks good. But that's just a me thing. Just a preference. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. But there are such good games on the PS1. Of course, like FF7. The first Tenchu, I played so much of Tenchu on PS1. I also played just a bunch of Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, and that's honestly, I wasn't that far off too with me and my old friend Cody. Cody didn't die, but unfortunately, I know I've mentioned this before, but yeah, unfortunately, he just turned into just a piece of shit. Like early high school. There's just nothing else. He just turned into a shitty guy. And kind of stopped hanging out within like my junior year or so. Yeah, I remember the thing with we were like such good friends. I'm not exaggerating. 52 weeks in a year, we probably, especially like middle school, like when we were like 11, 12, 13, 14, we probably hung out over 40 weekends a year. And I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes if it was like 45 weekends a year, like there's like 10 weekends we didn't hang out. But part of it is like, even as kids, we'll get very competitive with each other and kind of look at him. Look at him trying to swim. I feel so bad for him. Oh no. Oh, won't someone help him? He's struggling. Look at him paddle. The master hand disrespect. Oh no. Oh, is he still stuck? I can't tell. Yep, that is the same thing, Pixel. Me and him, we were at each other's places, then I'd go to his place more often. And his mom used to call me her second son. So he was technically not an only child, but both of his parents had kids from a previous marriage, but they're all like 10 to like 15 years older than him. So he is essentially an only child. And we hung out all the time, but we would always be kind of weirdly competitive with each other. Even back then, I kind of recognized it. And when you're kids, like I wasn't mature enough to handle it all the time. For the most part, it wasn't much of an issue, but for me, the kind of issue was so he is very spoiled, and his parents like really babied him. So like, again, I'm not kidding, he got PlayStation 1 and probably like 20 games with it, and then he had a case for all of his PS1 games that could hold 100, and that was full. So the thing that would kind of annoy me was if I ever got something, he would make sure he got it too. Like I remember he got a PS2, I'd go over there, play it, I was like, this is so cool. And then shortly after that, I got my GameCube, and then when he found out I had a GameCube, he basically begged his parents, he's like, I need a GameCube too, I need a GameCube too, and then got a GameCube. So it was like that type of stuff, especially when you're a kid, it would grate on me, because I'd be like, not that like I own the rights to a GameCube, but like he was getting a GameCube because I had one type stuff. And there'd be times where I could kind of tell he was trying to like always just like one up me a little bit, but for the most part it was not a big deal. It was mostly just a kid thing. We got along, and again hung out all the time, but he we ended up getting into like an actual fist fight when I would have been like in 8th grade, and it was because of the kind of the jealousy stuff. And I started to hang out with like more people, and then in like middle school, I was interested in athletics. He wasn't, so I started playing sports. And I think and we never talked about this because we were dumb kids and weren't mature, but he I think got jealous that I was like making more friends, and he ended up like sucker punching me when I was playing basketball with friends, which then I started beating him up because I was bigger than him, more athletic. But even that, literally, I didn't talk to him for a week, and a weekend. So 1 week went by, and then so it must have been like 10 days later. I just call him up on a Friday. I'm like, dude, I'm bored. And my parents were gone on vacation, because I remember I was home alone all weekend. I was like, do you want to come over and just hang out? And he's just good, yeah. And like the fight never, and it's a full-on fist fight we got into. But and that part of that's just me. Like I hold like no grudges, and it's just like, what, we got into a fist fight. But then once we got in high school, he started to hang out with his half brother, who was quite a bit older, again like 10 years older than him. And his half brother is just a piece of shit, and
it hasn't been easy.
it just changed him. Like he used to think it was like funny to like say the N-word. Like that's how like shitty of a person he became, where I'm like, why are you saying that? Like he used to say that like as a
Time is short. You must find the spell stone.
like he'll just say it because it was funny. It wasn't even like he was like you're being racist using it, but it wasn't even like he was like calling black people. He was just like say it like almost like as a catchphrase. And I remember that was early on where I was just like, what is wrong? Like, why are you saying shit like that? And then he just started to just not take school serious at all, and he started to like fight with his parents openly, like when I'll be over, which would make it awkward. And yeah, so I just eventually just stopped hanging out with him. And I was just like, if these are the people, and he made a couple other friends in high school that, like, to be frank, were just like the white trash kids. I grew up in a pretty poor area in Michigan. I was fortunate where I was not poor. My parents, specifically my dad, made pretty good money. We had a nice house and all that. and he was hanging out with like the kids that were just bad news again, like straight racist. And so I fortunately I was like, I'm just gonna have nothing to do with him, and I made new friends. But it is sad just because we were like so close from like kindergarten until like our sophomore year. Yeah, and I remember he started being so disrespectful to his parents, and his parents were so nice. And one time I came over, and this was like towards the end of our friendship, and he's telling me that his mom like asked him to do something, and his like humor at the time just became about being like, just like he just was a little edgelord, and he said something to his mom, I forget what, but it's just being disrespectful, like I'm not, like that's woman's work, and he is like joking, but it pissed his mom off. And then his dad like grabbed him and like threw him against the bed, and then he's telling me this, and he's like, yeah, my dad's holding me down, and he's like, I just started laughing in his face. I'm like, what are you gonna do, blah blah blah. And he's like, don't you talk to your mother like that. And I just laughed. And he's telling me that when it's over, I'm just like, what is wrong with you, dude? And again, I can't get over enough like how spoiled he was. Because that's always like my issue. I was just like, you just get everything you ask for and everything you want. And he wasn't like even poor or anything. Like his parents, they lived in a decent little house and had some acreage, and used to go on vacation. I would go on vacation with him and his family. His parents are all like real big into camping, and they had like a nice camper. We'll go like in the summer, I'd go with them for like a week or two to some nice campground. But I think I reached out to him like once years and years ago. I think it would have been like 15 years ago. It was like probably like 4. Well, no, I was out of college, so it must have been like 6 years after high school. I was just like, how are you doing? And like he was cordial, and it was just like, yeah, I'm doing this and this, and but I could still tell like he is the same type of guy. Oh, so that's he was telling me that story. So I wasn't there when that like fight happened, because I don't know what I would have done. I would have definitely not have stood around, because that would have upset me, because I was so close to his parents. Oh shit. Yeah, but yeah, oh, I'm gonna freaking die again, aren't I? But it is weird, because I remember as kids, we would always talk about too, like I remember a couple of times having conversations about like, hey, like we're gonna get houses in the same neighborhood and all this stuff, and it's just like how stuff changes. Oh, he's so close. And it's funny too, because like now one of my really good friends, Billy, I was friends with like around this, like early on, like first, second, third grade, but then we just kind of weren't hanging out. We were like in like different classes and stuff. So, but then like in late high school, well, he ended up dropping out. So it's like when I was in high school, he had actually like, dropped out at that point, but we started hanging out and then we became really, really close. So it's like weird because the high school is so small that like probably 3/4 of the kids I graduated with I had known from like kindergarten. Do I throw this? I'm afraid to throw this and have it be wasted. I'm so close to a few like high school. Oh, we put it here. Wait, don't tell me I have to get another. What did putting that down do? I wonder if it opened something above. He just kept. Yeah, so I went to such a small school that I don't talk to a lot, but a couple of my best friends are people I've known since I've been like 5 or 6. And then when I'd go back home, I would run into someone or reach out to a couple of my old buddies I'd hang out with like once a year. Unfortunately, my parents last July moved out of my childhood home. That's like, because I used to be back home like fairly often, like to see my parents, especially on holidays. Do I go that way? Now that they don't live there anymore, it's like I don't know how often I'll ever hang back out in Camden, big old Camden, Michigan. But one of my best friends still lives like down the road from oh, the holes here in the wall. I throw it. Oh, it didn't break it. Are you kidding me? I just lugged that all the way up here for nothing. Do I jump and grab that? Guessing no. So where do I take this when I get it back up here? That'd be interesting. The other funny thing, I think the last time I ever like looked into him, and I don't know if this is again, it's got to be I come up here and throw it at this wall, right? It just didn't trigger for some reason. So again, in early college is when I got into MMA and I was doing my fights. And then in college, like I kept training, but I wasn't fighting. I just didn't have the time to put into fights. But my buddy Cody, I can't emphasize how unathletic this guy was. Because like when I started playing football, he'd try to play football and couldn't cut it, which is like fine if you're not an athlete or if you're not into sports. Like it's not like I'm harping on him for that, but he was trying to get into some of the stuff I was into. I remember I was like encouraging it. I was like, don't quit football, because he like hurt his ankle and it's like just rest it, and then he quit. But Anyways, this was years later. His brother started hanging out with, of course, he opened like this garage MMA gym, and they were fighting in these like shitty local tournaments. And sure enough, Cody tried to fight, and holy cow, dude. I looked up his fight and he just got like annihilated. I was like, why? So I was just wondering, like, did he try and get an MMA because he knew like I got into it? Oh yeah, I wonder if I could even find that fight. Yeah, I don't even know where it would be. I'm just searching his like name on YouTube, MMA, and I'm not seeing it come up. So I think I originally seen like because my cousin who was in my grade showed me. He's like, you gotta see this Cody fight, and he just came out like so and the guy just clobbered him. I was just like, oh my. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he would have removed it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything show up. And he has a fairly common, I don't want to say his last name, but he has a fairly common last name too. So it's just like, and Cody's a common first name. But no, I'm not seeing it. I would, if I could find that, would be watching we'll be watching ourselves a Cody MMA fight. Part of me like loved how competitive it would be in games though, because I loved playing multiplayer games with him because we both just wanted to like beat each other. And again, most of the time it was like like 90% of the time it was like fine. It was just like we both just wanted to win, and we were very competitive in the games we played. It was just like every once in a while it would get a little out of hand, but that is pretty rare. Because I'm someone who I just love to be competitive. Like, and it's not even about winning for me. I always say, like, when me and him would play Madden, we played so much Madden together, and I never had fun if I like ran up the score. I would rather lose a close game than win by like 30 points. And we each had like our own games we would be really good at. Like me and him, talking about PS1, we used to play the hell out of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, or Need for Speed 3 on PlayStation 1. That we played so much of that. All right, I'm gonna try this game. It's got to be this door. All right, there. But yeah, I didn't hang out with him as much anymore. I had another close friend. Like, he moved when I was in middle school to my school, and we became good friends. And then he moved in high school, but he was so close enough we hung out, and then we hung out like after high school quite a bit. But he used to be a good dude, but he never got quite as bad as Cody. He got a different type of bad, where we were hanging out. Like, I threw his bachelor party for him a couple years ago, but he went down the path where I was just like, I'm done with you two. I blocked him on all the socials, and he tried calling me a few months back, but I was just like, I don't have time for certain types of people anymore. Yeah, and the thing was, he just started saying and posting some really gross things, and most of it was around politics. But it's like the type of shit that I just don't have. Like, when I feel like you're just being a bigot, and then again, my wife's an immigrant, born in Ecuador, even though she's lived here since she's like been 5. But there's like some shit where it's just like, you're saying this stuff thinking it's in a vacuum, or like you can just, but it's like it has consequences, and whether he cared enough or not, it's like some of those consequences were like, I'm just find what you're saying to be disgusting, and I'm just not gonna have you be a part of my life. Yeah, because he was like just like a soft block, where I just one day I was just like, this is it. Yeah. And I think and maybe one day I'll reach back out to him, because I think when I realized he tried reaching back out to me, because like his dad passed away a few years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and he had like family and stuff to a funeral, but I was like the only like friend who showed up. And I remember he was like all like touched, because we were close, but it's just like there's just some shit that you can say this stuff thinking it's like funny, but it's like it's disgusting. And I'm all over your Twitter, Vinny. No, I'm fine with like different politics too. Like, that's not even part of it. It's just there are oh god, oh no. Only a half of heart. No, for me, like a lot, he was like just starting posts a meme about essentially like people not being humans, and people being like immigrants and stuff, being like, and it's not even just like, I think immigration shouldn't be allowed. It was just like gross stuff about like laughing at like dead immigrants, or like bodies being found in the desert, like people who, and again, all that stuff regardless, the whole politics aside, but it's just like, no, like and if you know me, I can be like I still have my little old edge streak, and I definitely like to joke around and have dark humor, but there's like a time and place. And there's also like when you flaunt it, you know. Like I make some jokes with my friends that I'm not gonna make publicly. Where was the gate that actually just opened? Oh, it was the rocks on the floor that came up. So I probably just need to be back down there, didn't I? Yeah, knowing your audience, because like I always point out too, I'm someone who swears and like says certain things, but it's like if I'm in public or if I'm around people who I know who don't like that type of language, it's like I do my best to like be polite about it, and then when it comes to like jokes, like again, me and some of my friends have still like certain edgy jokes, but there's like a difference between jokes between like friends and that are more private than like putting all that out there all the time in the world. But no, like the guy I'm talking about, like he is like him and his wife were just making just some vile comments back and forth, like on each other's Facebooks, like celebrating and laughing about like women dying when it came to like abortion stuff. And again, whatever your thoughts are on it, it's like when you start to like find joy in like literal just people dying, it's just like no. Like I don't have time for you. All right, I feel like we have a boss fight coming up. I'll probably do this boss fight and then call it a night.
Flame. He's got the spell stone.
It's a cool like monster design. It's like a mix of a dragon and almost like an insect. All right, so what do we think? You don't have any abilities up. There's the flower, so we have commands. I thought this was YouTube. You just gotta do the command for me to take my pants off. Oh, do I just hit him? Go computer. Still all of Vinny's commands. What do I do?
We would immediately launch an all-out and coordinated attack on all their airfields and missile bases. We'd stand a damn good chance of catching their pants down.
We just gotta stab him in his booty hole. Oh my god. Is this Zelda?
Huh? Whoa. Whoa. Huh?
You gotta shoot him in his vagina. His chest vagina. Ow. I don't understand, game. Am I supposed to... Ow. I go back for his butt? No. He's fucking doing the thunder squat on me. What do I do to hit that? I can walk over the fire geyser. How dare you use logic and reasoning? Oh. I think that opened his chest up. I think I got him when he's like charging up there. Oh, fuck.
Failure.
All right, let's eat one of these KFC jelly beans. I think this is gravy, which is by far the worst one. Yep. Ugh. The fact that these exist is proof that there is no God, or if there is, he's abandoned us. No being would ever let something like this come into creation. Holy shit. What? I can't tell if like him walking over the fire. He's like right on it. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know what triggers him to like have his chest open up.
Uncle Ralph.
There you go. Ew, he's leaking. Just eats this again. This is such a weird boss fight.
president's having a victory bash at the White House tonight, so I thought maybe you might...
Oh, no.
You coming, Commander? That wasn't supposed to happen. Professor! Doc! Yeah, you still have that time machine, right? Good. Could you send me back in time 2 hours? I don't think you got your timeline straight. Catch you on the replay?
Back, like 12-year-old Filbert's dream.
You must work together to lead the Snowhorn tribe against Scales instead of fighting each other.
I will, Fox. Because of you,
Remember, peace, unity, brotherhood.
Okay, we'll see you soon. We gotta take this spellstone back to the planet.
That's such a weird outro.
Let's play.
Yeah, it's not definitely not bad. I wasn't sure what to expect going into it.
Great job, Fox! You saved the Snowhorn tribe and collected the spellstone. But it's not over yet. You need to return the spellstone to the Force Point Temple. Happy.
Oh, this is where I go and talk to that.
Fly through one gold ring to reach Dinosaur Planet.
Talk to that statue, I'm sure, and he takes me to the temple. Just like flying through the gold rings is just like weird. It's like it's Star Fox, so we have to shoehorn in some star fighting. I also like can't charge up for the lock on. So it keeps your high score every time you do it. That's interesting. Look at the little guy. He's so happy.
You've got to help us. Those horrible shark claws put out our lovely beacons, and it gets too dark at night. We be scared of the dark.
Okay, stop crying. I'll see what I can do.
Don't forget about the spellstone, Fox. You have to return it to the Force Point Temple.
All right, I think we'll save it here and call it a night. But yeah, appreciate everyone hanging out. Shadow, Vinny, Pixel, KP, everyone who was here earlier. Again, keep a lookout. I'll be trying to jump on to keep playing this throughout the week. Probably I might be back on tomorrow, but if I'm on, it's going to be around 9 to 10:30 or 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. So just keep a lookout. Oh, I'm missing the Rob hangout. Maybe I'll jump in there, Rufus. But yeah, I'm Filbert. If you didn't see, I put out a new video on my YouTube channel, so give that a look, where I'm reviewing all the full motion video of the Westwood games. So the first one is the first Command & Conquer. That video just went up today. We watched some of that and watch alongs on stream. I'll probably be watching like the Red Alert ones here too. I won't be making the video on Red Alert here soon, but appreciate that, Shadow, for the link. But everyone, have a good one. Have a good night, evening, wherever you're at. As always, I try and stream Mondays. I missed this last Monday, but I always try to stream Mondays, but you never know if Filbert's going to be on.